Hello, beautiful souls. I feel drawn to do a reading, so we will see what this is about. This is a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. As always, this is for your highest and best. So Spirit, creating universe, higher self, all that is. What message do you have for those watching today? Oh, okay, well, you saw that. Okay, I love it when that happens. I didn't feel like it was necessarily meant to come out, so I just put it back in, and here it is. So it absolutely was meant to come out. All right, so we have magnetism, meditation, and inner alchemy. So the initial message that I'm strongly getting off of this is, I feel like Spirit is trying to say that you need to silence your mind. You know, whatever works for you. I mean, the most common, obviously, is meditation. Perhaps for some of you, it's just like different grounding techniques. So going out in nature, sitting in silence. Sometimes that works for me. Just complete silence with no one else around, no other energies to interfere. But I feel like they're saying is to take the time, because in doing this, you're going to attract. I'm drawn to like all of these lines, and I feel like this is a body, and this is like the crown chakra, and I feel like all of these ideas are just coming to you. But to receive, you have to silence your mind. And in doing so, whatever this magnetic pull is going to create this inner alchemy. This like just... I feel like this liberation, the sense of liberation. I'm drawn to this blue over here. And the green is very healing, but there, with all this blue, I feel like maybe there's something that you need to communicate. Maybe whatever you're pulling in these ideas, you're meant to like communicate. Which is going to create like this freedom, this liberation, this I just don't know how else to explain this other than just like liberating, freedom, beauty, like this sense of connection to self and to all. And like, I just feel like this letting go of like any fear-based thoughts and just trusting and surrendering. Willpower. It's interesting because this card feels so magical to me. It almost doesn't, I feel like, go with, if I were to look at this word willpower, I definitely wouldn't necessarily think of unicorns and like magic per se. But what I do really draw off of this card is just like power and like just like the sense of magical power. And I feel, again, I feel like this is centering here to this in this meditation and this magic. I feel like there's just this magic within you, but you haven't tapped into it because maybe you are too distracted. Maybe you've got a lot going on. Maybe you're just very overwhelmed and busy, whether it's work or home or whatever that may be to you. I feel like so there's this magic that you are not tapping into. And that spirit is saying to go within because it's within you. But you have to take the time to tap into it. So let's see here. I feel drawn to, if I can find them. Oh, right in front of me. Right in front of me. Go figure. So I feel like that's a message in itself, right? That I feel like you have answers and this magic or these opportunities, and they're right in front of you, but you're not seeing them because your mind is just distracted, overstimulated. So it needs to be silenced so you can allow space for this to come in. So I'm pulling from the tarot to clarify any further messages with this. This is so interesting because, oh, you can see, we have the sun, the Queen of Wands, and the moon. And it's just interesting that we have the sun and the moon. So there's some sense of balance. I feel like Spirit is telling you that there needs to be some sense of balance that needs to be created. And I feel like, again, to create that sense of balance is this meditation and going within. Silencing your mind. So the moon, I'm very drawn to the same vibe as the meditation, right? Because just going outside, connecting to the moon at night, so it's something I used to often do, and that's why I'm was very inspired by the moon in like this awakening phase that I was going through. And so I've created paintings inspired by those moments. But the moon it connects you to your intuition. It's just, there's this very like grounding sense. So if you go outside, you know, at night, and it's just complete silence, everything is so quiet, and it just gives you that space to just kind of clear. And like, I don't know, I always love the night sky. I always have. So I look up at the sky and I just connect with it, and just, I don't know, it's very like inspiring to me. So I feel like that's what, you know, the message that they're trying to get across here. I'm also drawn to like this brightness, the sun, or that's not the sun, it's like a sunflower, I suppose. And then the brightness here, I'm very drawn to, I feel like whatever these ideas or whatever you're pulling in is going to bring like this flower, this blooming of ideas, this almost like manifestation coming to fruition, some sort of like blooming. And with the sun, you know, that's the sun card is just happiness. And in here, in this card, I get the sense of peace, honestly. In my other decks and stuff, the sun usually reflects like the happiest card in the tarot. And here, you know, I get more of a sense, there's happiness, but I get this sense of just, again, freedom. And the birds to me feel like this liberation, this flying away, this freedom, this breaking free. And I'm very much connecting this card again to this inner alchemy. Okay. Let me pull... So the first one's like a bird. The second one is keys on a tree. I feel like there's something that has like made you feel trapped. Like maybe you've had this sense of being trapped, but I feel like what Spirit is saying is that something's going to shift, something's going to change, and maybe the answers are within you and you don't even realize it. And that's why they're encouraging you to, you know, ground yourself, go into these meditative states, silence your mind to get these answers, because like this keys on the tree, like this elephant may feel trapped, but the answers are all around him, these keys, right? There's all these opportunities, and this key will set him free, him or her, whatever, will set them free. And with this, like the bird, you know, I'm back to these birds. There's some sort of like theme, this sense of liberation, this sense of freedom. You know, she's growing these wings to fly, to break free from whatever has been weighting her down. But I definitely feel like there's this major shift that's going to occur for you. So if you felt trapped, tied down, Spirit is encouraging you again to silence your mind, and that to know that the answers, they're all around you. They're really truly within you. And to ask for guidance, because they're there to support you. But there's ready to be a shift in this balance and this blooming and this inner alchemy, this freedom, this liberation. So, okay, I think that's all for the reading. The message was pretty strong and on repeat. So I think that's all there is. Thanks for watching. Love and light.